Hi, I'm Sophia Hotung, or should I say, je m'appelle Sophia Hotung, because the chapter we are reading today is Énouement, which I had to check the pronunciation of because I haven't done French in about 20 years. Anyways, if I didn't do an intro on what this is, hi, I'm Sophia Hotung. I'm the writer and illustrator of this book, The Unlikely Hong Konger. If you are new, sorry for just jumping into it. I make a video per chapter of my book, so you can listen along if you don't like reading. Context will orient you. It's in the description. And welcome back if you're following along. We're reading Énouement. Shall we? Énouement. Noun. The poignancy of arriving in the future, unable to relay its reality to oneself in the past. A shoddy example sentence. I walked into Bookazine, bristling with Énouement. Inside the Prince's Building flagship bookstore waited the manifestation of a childhood dream that I had always considered both impossible to achieve and impossible to relinquish. All I had ever wanted, for as long as I could remember, was to walk into a bookstore and see my very own book on a shelf. And now, that December evening, as I approached the entrance, through the shop windows I saw a tower of paperbacks spiraling up, 5 feet tall. The Hong Konger Anthology, written and illustrated by Sophia Hotung. Énouement, such a silly word, énouement is the only way to explain how it felt. I imagined child me, teenage me, college me, bedridden me, rolling up to the shop in my wake. I wanted to turn around and greet them all, point at our tower of books. I wanted to show up in my boarding school dorm room and tell myself that we had done it. I wanted to wake up the girl in her Harrow bunk, dreading the school bell, and tell her we made it. I wanted to visit the crone at Mount Sinai Hospital and tell her it all worked out, and that I didn't actually have anorexia. This was all I had ever wanted. This was it. I had published a book. The following afternoon, I returned for my author talk and book launch. Interviewees from the initial book research, friends, family, former colleagues, former teachers, total strangers came. I spoke for 10 minutes, telling an abridged version of my journey from corporate cretin to bedridden bedbug to accidental artist. Then I read 3 poems from the book. I signed copies until Nick and Jojo had to run to the car to grab more boxes. I sold out of the initial 500-copy print run of the Hong Konger Anthology in 3 weeks and had to rustle up 1,000 more from the printer. These aren't New York Times bestseller numbers by any stretch, but I didn't care. I was riding high on the Bookazine launch and consigning boxes of books to all the English language booksellers I could think of. I made it to Bookazine's Book of the Week right before Christmas. And by Christmas Day, Jojo and I sat, another Christmas, alone together, and shook our heads over the iPad gift that had turned my life upside down only a year before. It's weird reading chapters like that when, I don't feel like I've done anything super successful recently, and so to read a chapter like that is very encouraging. If you want to see the author talk I gave at Bookazine, I'll link it. It's like an Instagram video I have. I'll put it in the description. If not, see you next time for I Can't Make Stress Hormones. See ya!